How's it look?
Who are you? Are you one of the bandits?
Do I look like one?
You're wearing our clothes, but I don't know you.
What's up?
My buddy Malcolm has disappeared. One of those filthy lurkers attacked us, so we fled into this cave. But that lurker came after us. Malcolm fought with it, and then they both fell into that hole over there. Seems to be full of water. The lurker and Malcolm continued to fight down there for a while. Then it went quiet. I have no idea whether he's still alive or not.
How do I get down into that crevice?
It beats me. You can either climb down or jump, I suppose.
I think I've found something. Let's deal. Any new findings?
The builders of these ruins fascinate me. It is just too bad that their language is as dead as they are. Even their mighty rituals and summonings could not save them.
Summonings?
The builders had a strong connection to the spirit world. If I have understood correctly, they believe they were in constant contact with their ancestors. They held regular summonings and rituals to ask the spirits for advice or to gain enlightenment.
The undead that I know never had much to say.
The builders did not create soulless undead such as zombies or other evil creatures. These spirits were the souls of great warriors, priests, and rulers. So far, I have no doubt that they really exist.
How did these spirit summonings work?
The guardians of the dead had their special formulas they used to pacify the spirits. The descriptions I could find here, however, are in part very confusing. Only rarely do I get a clear answer to my questions.
If I see a spirit, I'll let you know.
Yes, I insist on it.
Wait a minute. Sachiras sent me. I'm supposed to search through the 5 mansions of Jarkandar.
It took me a long time to find the location of the mansions in the writings of the builders, but now I can tell you exactly.
Where do I find the 5 mansions?
The House of the Scholars is a large library. It must be somewhere far to the north. The House of the Warriors was a fortress ringed by rocks in the east. The priests and guardians of the dead had their dwellings near each other. You should find them in the southwest. And the healers had their House of Convalescence in the southeast. If these houses are still standing, you'll recognize them from their method of construction. They are elevated. A steep stairway leads to the entrance covered by high columns.
Hey, you!
May Adanos protect.
I think I've found something. Nothing there.
Shit, another new boy. Here for the gold too, aren't you?
Gold?
Quit trying to kid me. All the new boys who come here want into the mine. But don't think it's that easy.
How do I get to the camp?
Just follow the boardwalk. But if you want to get into the mine, you'll have to get past Franco. He expects all the new boys to slave away out here for a while first.
Tell me more about the mine.
I'll give you some good advice. If you want to get in there, get in good with Franco. He's the boss out here. He decides who is the next to go in. But he'll only let you in if you don't gold brick out here. So go to him and let him give you a job.
Where do I find this Franco?
He mostly hangs out in the court in front of the camp. Getting good with him or you'll wind up with a crappy job like me.
Do you have to hang around here all the time?
I'm supposed to check out all the new boys to make sure that none of them are spies. But you can't forget it. I mean, we're at the end of the world here, in the middle of a swamp. No one can find us. No one will find us. And why should someone go to the trouble of sending us a spy?
What's new?
Nah, there's nothing new right now.
What are you doing here? Are you looking for something?
Plants. I'm looking for plants. Most of the stuff that grows here can be used for something. Many plants have healing properties, and you can smoke swamp weed reefers. Before my time behind the barrier, I worked as an alchemist.
Why did they put you behind the barrier?
I worked with mind-altering potions. A lot. One evening, my master Ignaz drank my experiment instead of his wine. That rendered him temporarily, unpredictable. And since then, he's been somewhat confused. The mages had me thrown behind the barrier for that. Research into forbidden knowledge, they called it.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Not much. I've never been in there myself. Only Raven's people were there from the beginning. All the others who came later, like me, have to wait until they need new people.
Where did you come from?
Well, the same way as you, I suppose. With the pirates, over the sea. The valley here is completely cut off. There's no connection over land.
Right. When do they need new people?
Well, when they're missing some in there. If a digger gets himself eaten by a mine crawler, they let one of us replace him. Sometimes they also kill each other. But they've been better about that lately. Raven has controlled the access to the mine somehow so that not everyone can get in at the same time. But I don't know exactly how that works. I've never been inside.
Can you teach me something?
No time. I am here to get gold, and as long as I can't get into the camp, I make a living by selling my herbs. But if you need a few potions, I still have some.
Let's deal.
Hey, what are you doing here? Do you want to get into the camp?
Yes, I am.
I don't care who you are. I'm Franco. I'm the leader here. So, if you do a good job out here, I'll take you into the camp. Ramon, the gatekeeper, will tell you if they need new people in the camp. Talk to him.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
It's better to watch out when you tell one.
I used to say that.
Hey, what do you want, huh? I can't imagine you have a permit for the camp.
Franco sent me. He wants to know if anyone is needed in the camp.
Yeah, we need someone. Another one of the guys kicked the bucket yesterday. That idiot tangled with Esteban.
Who is Esteban?
The leader of the lower camp, he decides who gets into the mine. So tell Franco that Torres wants a new man. Got it?
Thoris? The Thoris?
Yes, the Torres. The man who calls for new people. The man who decides if and when a new guy gets out of the swamp and into the camp. You aren't trying to tell me that you know him from earlier?
Well, yes.
Listen, everyone knows Taurus. Nevertheless, you aren't getting in, and I won't give him a message.
Turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I'm the new man.
Hey, don't try to fool me. He's still Franco who decides which of you gets into the camp.
He should have known.
That will never change.
I could have told you that before.
He really should have known better.
Thoris needs a new man.
Good. I'll take care of it.
Wait a minute. What about me?
You haven't done anything yet.
I've done a lot. Only you don't know about it.
Okay, you want a chance. You'll get your chance. Move your butt to Logan.
Nobody ever asked.
The swamp sharks are breathing down his neck. Help him finish off the beasts, and you're as good as in the camp.
Who said that?
Somebody wants to know.
Where do I find Logan?
If you're standing in front of the camp entrance, follow the rock wall to the left. It's a bit farther into the swamp.
Believe me.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Been there, more, believe me.
That's
You already know
totally
what I
obvious.
I've got no time for things like that.
That's totally obvious.
Tell me that isn't true.
They all ran.
Same old thing all over again.
He should have known.
Tell me that isn't true.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
There's more, believe me.
Look, a new face. Are you just gonna stand around here, or have you come to help me?
Franco sent me. He says you could use some help. So, what's up?
The swamp sharks are coming a little too close for me. High time to finish off a few of them.
What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, I can show you how to gut the beasts. But don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp just because we've had a little fun with the swamp sharks here. There are people out here who have been waiting a long time to get in. And the next one who gets in is me. It had better be me.
What's in the camp then?
The question is what isn't in the camp. There are no swamp sharks, no swamp holes, no swamp at all. Instead, they have booze and gold. As far as I know, they even have a woman. Got it?
Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst. Hey, you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear them.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
I think I've found something. I think I've found something. I think I've found something. I'll come back later. I'll come back later. Why are you sitting around here?
I've got problems. At the moment, it's better for my health if I'm not seen in the camp.
What's wrong?
I had really good relations with some of the pirates, you see. I was always meeting the boys outside their camp and trading. Man, I bought stuff for half the camp. Tom, bring me this. Tom, bring me that. And then that bastard Esteban got in between.
What happened?
Esteban sent Juan, one of his boys. The bastard waylaid us. I was just about to make a deal with the pirates when he came out of the dark and knocked me down with 2 blows. Man, that guy is fast, but not fast enough. I was able to get away from him.
And since the ambush, you've been hiding here.
First, I went back to the camp and let Fisk, Juno, and the others know that they could forget their delivery, and that Esteban was behind it. If Esteban finds out that I told the others that he was responsible, I'm dead. That's why I can't go back to the camp.
What else?
Well, I'll just sit here counting rocks.
It's totally obvious.
He thinks it's as easy as that. It was his decision, wasn't it?
I helped Logan.
He should
Okay,
You already know
so
about
you
it.
fought the swamp sharks. You're useful, at least more so than most of the guys here.
I could have told you that before. Anything's possible.
So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
Things would have turned out differently. Can't rely on that. Hadn't been for us.
There've been all kinds of. I wouldn't have done that.
I'm staying out of it. Nobody wants to know.
I won't be treated like he was falling down drunk.
I used to say that myself. It was his decision, wasn't it?
That'll only cause more trouble. It's totally obvious.
He really should have known. You don't have to tell me that.
I won't be treated.
What about
That's
gold?
nothing new.
What?
Do I get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold? Sure. How much do you want? 50 gold nuggets? 100? I'll give you as much gold as you can carry. Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as 1 crumb of gold.
That will never change. I used to say that myself.
It can't go on like this forever. Why haven't I heard about this before?
Can't rely on that. That's no secret.
Those are all just rumors.
I couldn't get away with that.
How's it going?
You want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going. First, some pirates brought me here on a stormy night. Man, I barfed all over that nutshell. Then Raven locked up the mine because some idiots are too greedy for gold. And then Franco became the leader of the hunters, killing anybody who's against him. I'd say it's going pretty badly.
How did Franco get to be the leader?
Quite simply, he killed Fletcher. He was the leader of the hunters before. Fletcher was okay. Franco's just jerking us all around.
Franco sent me here about that stone tablet. Have you found it?
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco.
Where exactly is this old building?
Just go left past the big rock here. After a while, you'll come to another big rock. You have to go left or right past that one. I don't know anymore. It was too long ago. But the ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise, all but hidden among plants. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't find it.
Can you teach me something?
I know a lot about blood flies. I hate those miserable beasts, even more than I hate Franco. But I know how to tear the stingers and wings from their dead bodies. Yeah, tear them out! Besides that, I know how to remove the secretion from the stinger. If you want, I can teach you all that junk. Of course, nothing is free out here. It was nice knowing you.
Wait a minute. I give. think I've found something. I think I've found something. I think I've found something. I'll never get this open without the right key.
Filthy thief!
How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you. So what is it?
They say you have some interesting wares to offer.
So what? Esteban wants to jerk me around, eh? I do all the work and hide away here for days in this miserable hole, and he just sends someone to fetch the stuff? I'm not a warehouse.
Yeah, and that isn't my problem.
But I'm making it your problem. You want the delivery? Fine. You can pay for it. Get the gold from Esteban or Raven or I don't know where. I don't care. Whoever wants these goods will pay for them.
Show me what you have. I don't come from Esteban.
Oh? Well then. Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a second. You have a critter on your shoulder.
Attaboy! Just...
I found the stone tablet.
Really? You must be a brave guy. Then you've certainly earned your way into the camp.
I couldn't care less. There've been all kinds of rumors. That's nothing to watch out when you tell one.
He simply needs to practice more.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
It had to happen sooner or later.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
It's totally obvious.
You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me? Just you wait.
And now for some action. That'll only cause more trouble. I was completely alone.
I can't rely on that.
They all ran like
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, Then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
It had to happen sooner or later.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
What, me? No.
Ah, no offense.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
First, tell me the bad news.
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
And what's the good news?
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
Hey!
Anything's possible.
Dirty thief, just wait.
I used to say that myself. From now on, keep your...
I won't be treated like that.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
Wait a
I feel
minute.
Sorry for the poor guy.
Show me your ware.
You don't have to tell me that.
Nobody ever asks me.
Can't rely on that.
So you're the fellow who fought his way into
Got no
camp,
time
huh?
for things like
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough
You
nut.
already know what I think.
No one messed with him. No one.
Nobody
Except
wants
you.
to know.
Just to make it clear, if you try the same
I
shit
won't
with
be
me,
treated like that.
I'll kill you.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me.
It's no secret.
Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You don't appear to know a whole lot about it. If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger.
Nobody wants
No,
to know.
I have another job for you.
Those are all just rumors.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah, he was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
He wants to know.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I'm staying out of it.
You don't have to ask me that.
What does he know about duty?
I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
I don't really have a choice.
I knew we would come to an agreement. When you find out who the guy is, we'll kill the tick together. And now beat it. You know what you have to do.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Elvrich.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
The Paladins don't only fight in his name. Enos chooses his warriors.
So, I believe it's the people themselves who choose. Still, your words amaze me. You talk almost like you were one of them.
Have you ever killed someone?
No, and I'm very glad of it. Please, let's not be so serious anymore. Instead, let's drink and enjoy every moment the gods give us.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Give me something to drink. How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
I'll come back later.
Hey, do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Fire strips?
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
They're pretty dim. Some people have noticed that you're involved with Senyan. You'll have to break off your connection with him. Otherwise, you'll never have a chance of finding the one responsible for the attack.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise. Each piece of information will cost you...
How much?
10 gold pieces.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Ah, Uno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Huno, he'll never get into the mine.
been all kinds of rumors.
That will never change.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Things I could tell you.
I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you, all information is free from now on.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Doris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
What do you know?
Nothing at all.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. Before I get my next redstone.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thor's. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're an absolute beginner.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
Esteban wants to see him dead.
Oh, you work for the boss. Then I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the Smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Lenore. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the Bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here today. So,
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well,
You might as well give him a share in advance. Well, let's say 50 gold pieces.
teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, and you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yes?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you, I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
That was no big deal.
Filthy thief, just you wait.
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
That was no big deal.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
He really should have known better.
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I won't be treated like
I'm staying out of it.
Damn it. What's up? Why did you wake me, eh? I bet you don't even know. No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, Or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run.
Don't take any crap! Holy shit!
That was no big deal.
How can I get a lot of gold quickly?
Good question. Isn't that why we're all here? Just see to it that you get a red stone from Thoris.
Been all kinds of rumors.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Things I could tell you.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Can't rely on that.
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So? You want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. And here, I once got this stone from Callisto. It's the only thing that survived my flight from the barrier. I think you'll have more use for it than I do. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
Those are all just rumors.
Tell me that isn't true.
He was falling down drunk.
That was no big deal.
have told you that before.
I used to say that myself.
Those are all just rumors.
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this green novice.
Ah. Oh, my head. Oh, I am Fortuno. What is wrong?
So tell me what is wrong with you.
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it. Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
I've got swamp weed for you.
Sooner or later.
It can't go on like this forever. Why haven't I heard about this before?
Fortuno is pretty confused and could use a potion to restore his memory.
Fortuno? That's Raven's servant, no?
He was. Now he's just a wreck, and it's Raven's fault.
Raven? Until now, I thought a lot of him. All right. But here in the swamp, I can't brew any potions.
I could brew the potion. There's an alchemist's bench in the camp. I just need the recipe.
Be careful with this recipe. Brewing this potion is dangerous. If something goes wrong in the brewing, or one of the ingredients isn't right, the potion will be deadly.
I'll be careful.
me that isn't true.
Do you really think?
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
It can't go on like this forever.
There's more, believe me.
Anything's possible.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Been there, done that.
Nobody ever asks me.
I used to say that myself.
That's nothing new.
I've changed my mind. We aren't working together anymore.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Show him! Yeah! Let him have it!
Tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
Lenar told me a bit about you.
Lenar? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Lenar notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
I knew that.
Exactly.
Those are all just rumors.
Been there, done that.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
I used to say that myself.
Anything's possible.
Nobody wants to know.
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
Nobody wants
What do
to
you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
What does he know about duty?
I could have told you that.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
It can't go on.
But you work for Huno, so you do know something.
He simply needs
I
to
know
practice
nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
It can't go on.
Wait a
like this
minute.
forever.
I couldn't care less.
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Juno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
No secret. That's nothing new.
It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I've been struck by damn lightning. Feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Doris found me and took me with him.
Show me what you have. About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
I'm staying out of it.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
All over again. He should have known.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
Those are all just rumors.
I couldn't get away with that.
Juno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
I could sell you to Esteban.
And then? What do you think will happen then? Do you think he'll give you what you want? Forget it! I have a better plan.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard, and I'll take care of the guards.
That's no secret.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
It had to happen sooner or later.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it?
What I said.
Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
That's nothing new.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
Can't rely on that.
Don't take it! Shit! Attaboy! Ticket.
It's better to watch out who you tell one.
I know that isn't true.
Do you really think?
It's no secret.
Hey, you! Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Wait a minute. Show me. I'll come back later. How's business?
Good. Esteban's death is a reason for some here to celebrate.
Show me how to gut animals.
If you want to learn something about blood flies, go to Edgar. He knows all about them. And if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you have to know how to remove skins and teeth. I can show you that.
I'll come back later.
He was falling down drunk.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
He really should have known better.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Wait a minute.
are all just...
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the
Been there, done
prisoners.
that.
Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't.
rely on that.
Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over.
About duty.
It can't go on like this forever.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban,
get away
so
with that.
you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job.
Tell me that
Afterwards,
isn't
you can
true.
do what you want.
That'll only cause more trouble.
That's no secret.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Hey, you!
I'm staying out of it.
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
That's exactly what I said.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
Hey,
I wouldn't have done that.
You don't have to tell me that.
As if I didn't have enough problems. Why haven't I heard about this before?
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That's exactly what I said.
hey, you!
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
Tell you.
You don't have to ask me that.
Halt.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
The bandits have found a gold mine.
I knew it. That's why they came here. Nobody would volunteer to live in this monster-ridden bog. Good work. Here, I've got something for you.
Things I could tell you.
Yeah, he really said that.
Hey, you! I've got a recipe for you.
Great! Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at once.
Be careful. That's absolutely deadly stuff.
You're scaring me, but I'll give it a try anyway.
That's no secret.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Hey! I found Lance's body.
May his soul enter the realm of Adonos. Be careful, my son. I do not want to mourn another such loss.
I have Lance's aquamarine ring here.
You had better give it to me so it does not fall into the wrong hands.
About Raven. I was in the Bandit camp to the east. Raven is their leader. But in order to get to Raven, I have to get some of the bandits out of the way first.
Fine. Then good luck. But do not forget that it must happen quickly. Raven must not reach his goal under any circumstances.
He has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it.
May Adonos protect.
So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here did.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces. Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
Nothing there. Hey, you! How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodwind's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwind, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine, but he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there, and once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious, and eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it, and that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack a lump of gold. Anyone can do that, but many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp.
but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal.
Hey!
Let Hey, you!
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Everything all right?
Nice and regular. That's the way to get the fat nuggets.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too, but the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwind has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwind will just take most of it for himself anyway, and I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwind?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold, but we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay. I wouldn't go up against him, even so. Just stay out of his way and don't provoke him, unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
Hey!
I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwind is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwind would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now.
You killed the mine crawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on, beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah, and what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait, are you? Is it you? You're the guy we've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed, but you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
Everything comes to an end.
Ha ha! I'll defeat you all the same. And I survived the explosion of the barrier without a scratch.
You and a lot of other guys, too.
Ha ha! I'll defeat you all the same. You can't defeat me. I'm Raven's best friend. His right hand.
Yes, that was his biggest mistake.
Ah, you miserable dog.
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard! You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
Hey, you!
You should really have known better.
Who told you that?
Hey! What's up?
I'm really slaving away. Well, the main thing is I won't get eaten by a crow.
What's the deal with...
Thor's tick. Of course, that...
What?
All that swine thinks about is every few days, but Esteban. And why?
I'm staying up.
Hey, you!
Won't be treated like that.
Back at...
Yeah, now I'm getting the very last piece of gold out of this mine.
That's totally obvious.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one
can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words over and over. Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar. And then a blazing light came out of the tomb and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice. That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is. Everyone here is special to me.
Hey.
Hey, where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure. Why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them.
Hey.
What do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey.
Hey, I'm all right. But Pardis is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
Hey. I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? And why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but,
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
All right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
Will I have to kill all the bandits before you budge at all?
But that would be insane. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready.
How are you holding up? I'm beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling? I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze. I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
Hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Here, drink this. Here, have some meat stew.
Thank you. I feel a little stronger now. Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
Here, is that enough?
No, put that away. God, I don't want to see that.
It would be better for you if you let the slaves go now.
Wait a minute. Bloodwind isn't the only one who has a say here. So long as I don't have an order from Thoris, no one will be set free.
But you just said that the slaves belong to Bloodwind.
Yes, but I also said that I won't set anyone free without an order from Thoris.
You're one of those guys who won't take a leak without orders, eh?
Nothing's going to change
Hey!
about that.
Please don't hit me.
And there's more, believe
Hey!
me.
Please.
That's exactly
Hey,
what I said.
I didn't do any.
Hey!
And
I
there's
didn't.
more, believe me.
Hey, you!
What do you want?
Hey!
I couldn't get
Please.
Nobody ever asks me.
Been there, done
Everything all right with you?
The slaves are getting the big chunks out of our way.
haven't
Then we'll
I heard
harvest the
about this
golden
before?
fruit later.
that. You can't rely on that.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock. I'm not going to the trouble of mining myself. We have enough slaves to do that for us. We never came by our gold so easily.
Hey, you! What do I have to know about mining gold?
Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything and try to become one with the gold. Then it is like meditation, a prayer.
I couldn't get it.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
The legs. It's all in the legs. Strength and momentum come from the legs.
Nobody wants to know.
As long as the slaves are working.
You don't have to ask me that.
That will never change.
I'm cooking a delicious
Those are
stew
all
for the
just
diggers and
rumors.
guards, but the slaves, they don't get anything.
I couldn't.
Some stale water and old bread at the most. That won't hurt those city
Nobody ever
boys.
asks me.
Been there, done that.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I'm staying out of it.
That's exactly what I said.
Nobody wants to know.
He was falling down drunk.
I couldn't.
Who told you that?
Nobody wants to know.
He was falling down drunk. He should have known better.
I used to say that myself.
He was falling down drunk.
I've got no time.
He was falling down drunk.
Things would have turned out differently if that had been us.
Anything's possible.
Don't have to tell me that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
And there's more, believe me.
That's totally obvious.
Nobody wants to know.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
What does he know about duty?
You already know what I think.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
The things I could tell you.
Hey, you! Wow, man, there sure is a lot of gold here. To get the chunks up there, we'd actually need a ladder. But since the fall of the barrier, nobody's been using ladders anymore. It's really too bad.
He simply needs to
Hey, you! Can you judge my gold digging ability?
For you, I'd say you're a master digger.
Who told you that?
Same old thing all over again.
I won't be treated like that.
That will never change.
I wouldn't have done that.
I couldn't care less.
You don't have to ask me that.
That will never change.
Do you really think?
No idea. You tell me.
All kinds of rumors.
Been there.
Hey! Let's trade.
It was his decision, wasn't
Can't go on like this forever.
it? It was his decision. What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Bloodwind out of the way, too. I'm just asking myself, who's next? Raven? Or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh, yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. So knock that idea out of...
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
I talked with Thoris. He ordered the slaves to be set free.
Okay, if Thoris ordered it, but I have to ask myself why he decided on something like that.
But you aren't being paid to ask questions.
All right. I'm obviously not needed here anymore, so I'll go get me some stew.
Hey! All's well. You can make yourselves scarce.
Great. I know a cave in the swamp where we can gather for now, but then what?
Leave the swamp towards the southwest. The water mages have set up their camp near the ruins of the old temple. They're going to show you the way out of this valley.
Thanks. Thank you so much. We are all very deeply...
Never mind. Hey! Let's try. About Raven.
Do you have anything new?
Nothing so far.
I advise you not to May I don't know.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
It is damned important that I get to him.
No, it isn't. Only Bloodwind has permission to stay in there.
Here, do you still want to stop me now?
Is that Bloodwind? Oh, that's... Oh. Yes, no, I mean, you can go in.